John Beltran back at the pit in Yuma, getting ready for the boys' game after the Yuma girls defeated Brush tonight, 60-47. The Bee Diggers starting lineup is brought to you by Buildings by Design, the best in the business. Check them out at buildingsbydesign.com. The Bee Diggers going with 5 seniors. Owen Rudel, Aiden Gutierrez, Joshua Lancaster, Robert Gonzalez, and Caden Castrop, averaging nearly 15 points a game. Javier Duran, Jesus Ross, Jonathan Carrillo, Jake Harriff, and the leading scorer at 15 points a game, Forrest Rutledge. For Yuma, opening tip brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil off I-76 and exit 66A in Wiggins. It'll be Castrop against Harriff. Tip is controlled by Brush. Owen Rudel, met by Duran. Now the pass to Lancaster. Jump pass to Castrop on the outside right. Dribbling towards the top is Rudel. Baseball pass to Gutierrez. Picks up the dribble. Lobs it down low. Gonzalez on the right baseline to Castrop. Dribbling, double team. Over to Gonzalez. Left wing. Penetrating is Lancaster. Cut off. Now feeds Gonzalez. Back out to Rudel. Head of the three-point circle. On the high right to Gutierrez. Dribbles. Now on the right baseline to Castrop. Defender in the air. Banks and scores. That is too easy for the K-Dog. 2-0 Bee Diggers. Harriff, right corner. Fakes the three. Steps in. Kicks it back out to Rutledge. Rutledge dribbles to his right. Right wing triple is off the bottom of the net. Out of bounds. Bee Digger basketball. For head coach Wayne Bach, Dave Sheffield, the acclaimed head coach for Yuma, which is the defending state champion in 2A. Gutierrez, jump pass to Castrop, now over to Rudel. Into the front court, Lancaster swings it over to Rudel. On the outside right to Gutierrez, into the paint. Swings it right baseline to Gonzalez. Gonzalez bodied up by Rutledge, down low for Castrop, double team. Turns, looking, still looking. Right corner for Aiden Gutierrez, who's got to get going offensively, then had the ball stripped. Here is Jesus Ross, down low, and banking and missing is Carrillo off the pass. Taken by Gonzalez on the rebound for Brush. Gonzalez looking for the outlet, finds Rudel, now to Lancaster. Through his hands, but he flags it down. Lobs it front court to Gutierrez. Aiden Gutierrez to Rudel. Rudel with a left-handed dribble on the high left to Gutierrez. Left to Lancaster. Down low Gonzalez. He banks and misses the easy shot. Ball is tipped around. Lancaster tried to get it. It is out of bounds and off Brush. Great energy here in the first 90 seconds of the game. And Jonathan Carrillo comes the other way. Carrillo right side to Jesus Ross at the top for Rutledge. Fakes the three, dribbles left to the lane, spins. Back out straight away to Carrillo. On the right corner, shot by Harriff. Good. That's a three-pointer by Jake Harriff. Yuma 3, Brush 2. 6 minutes to go in the first. Gutierrez trapped in the backcourt. Bounce pass to Rudel. Rudel overhead pass to Aiden Gutierrez. Jump pass over to Rudel. Crosses midcourt near the left corner to Gonzalez. Overhead pass straight away. The Gutierrez 3 is an air ball out of bounds. Again, he has not gotten going this season. At least not his scoring totals. And now 3 fresh players in for Yuma, including Damon Hernandez and Angel Escobar. Yuma comes the other way. Also into the game, Brody Sheffield, second leading scorer for Yuma, third leading scorer actually. He's got the basketball. Sheffield getting a pick from Rutledge, swings it left side for Escobar, gets a pick right of the lane, leans, kicks it back out. That's Hernandez. Hernandez gets a pick from Rutledge, maintains the dribble, swings it left side for Sheffield against Rudel, crosses over left corner, Rutledge triple is off to the right. Caden Castro grabs his first rebound. He had 15 in the 55-40 loss to University on Friday. On the high right, Gutierrez right of the lane, puts up a floater and threw up another air ball. Might have been partially tipped. Sheffield with a rebound. Now in the right corner is Hernandez, dribbling to his left against Rudel. Swings it back out to Ross. Ross looking for a screen from Escobar, gets it, but now he retreats. Ross right of the lane, right corner. Sheffield 3 is off the front side of the rim. Ball is tipped into the hands of Robert Gonzalez. Then his pass at midcourt is intercepted. Intercepted now here is Damon Hernandez, dribbling to his left towards the baseline, now back towards the corner against Kastrup, leaning, bounce pass is intercepted at the free throw line by Gutierrez. Then he lost control, but he got a whistle. I think that was a foul on Yuma. I mean, there's no way that he lost control of that basketball that easily. He did not. That's a foul on Yuma. That's the first foul of the game. Over 3 minutes in, it's committed by Forrest Rutledge. He is now out. Christian Duarte makes his first appearance for Yuma. Aiden Gutierrez for Brush. Met at midcourt by Escobar. Swings it left side to Rudel. Jump pass to Gutierrez. Dribbles to his right. Into the paint. Jump pass in the right corner for Lancaster. Down low for Gonzalez. Left wing for Rudel. Left baseline pass to Castro. Dribbles. Turns. Double team. Left corner three. Rudel. Yes! 0! Hits a three. Owen Rudel gives the Beat Diggers a 5-3 lead. Sheffield the other way, 15-footer back rimmed, and going high for the rebound is Robert Gonzalez, his third. On the outlet to Rudel, 4:06 to go in the first quarter. The Beat Diggers lead by 2. Back out to Lancaster, still at midcourt. Swings it right side to Kastrup, right of the free throw line to Robert Gonzalez. Now to Lancaster with the basketball. Overhead pass to Rudel, bodied up over there by Escobar. Owen Rudel, left side to Gutierrez, dribbles left in the lane, bounce pass Gonzalez, and he puts it up, blocked from behind by Harif. Harif comes away with the basketball, long pass to Hernandez, 10-foot left baseline, yes. Damon Hernandez has tied the game at 5, 3:33 to go, first quarter. Lancaster lobs it front court for Castro, bounce pass, back out to Gutierrez, nearly picked off as Lancaster has it down low for Kastrup, and his shot is blocked from behind, out of bounds by Duarte. He did not see Duarte behind him as Kastrup was going up. Parker Stone is now in for Brush. Back into the game is Duran along with Forrest Rutledge for Yuma. Beat Diggers retain possession. And Gutierrez to throw it in. Man, exciting action so far. And only 3 turnovers in this first quarter combined. So they're going up and down the floor. We've only had 1 foul as well. Clean ball. Right corner pass to Lancaster from Gutierrez. Left-handed dribble. Swings it right corner for Gutierrez. Cross court to Stone. Down low for Gonzalez. Defender in the air. Banks misses, but a foul on Jake Harif. RG to the stripe. To shoot a deuce for Brush. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. That's Wiggins Electric. The free throw is good. By Robert Gonzalez, the Beat Diggers now lead 6-5. Second free throw for the bearded senior is up, and that's off the back of the rim, but that's a lane violation. So it wouldn't have mattered even had he made it. Here is Brock Sheffield. I'm assuming son of the head coach. Hands it off to Rutledge. Gets a screen. Backs up. Straight away. 3. No good. Front rim. Parker Stone goes high for the Beat Diggers to grab the rebound. There's the outlet to Lancaster. Back to Stone. Stone lobs it to Lancaster just across midcourt. Over to Stone. On the right side, here's Gutierrez. Behind the three-point line. Baseball pass. Left corner for Lancaster. Lob inside to Stone. Down low for Castro. Right wing 3, Gutierrez. In and out. Gonzalez grabs the rebound, turns, shoots, scores, and a foul. The and 1 for Robert Gonzalez, and the Beat Diggers lead by 3. Javier Duran committed the foul. Carrillo, Escobar, and now another fresh player, Cesar Varela, into the game for Yuma. With 2:42 to go in the first, the free throw's a line drive and good. Brush 9, Yuma 5. The other way is Carrillo on the high left against Stone. Hands it off to Rutledge. Rutledge against Kastrup. Gets a pick from Varela at the free throw line. Leans. Bounce pass back out to Escobar. Here is Duran in the lane. Hooks it up and in. A little runner for Javier Duran. Brush 9, Yuma 7. Jump pass to Lancaster. Left of the lane. He leans. He banks, misses. And an offensive foul. Oh, man. That did not look like a good call. There was movement defensively. Beat Digger fans don't like it. Neither does Wayne Bach. Rudel and Salcedo. Into the game for the first time is Salcedo. Lancaster with his first foul. Jesus Ross and Damon Hernandez back in. Well, the Yuma boys have the same rotation as the Yuma girls. Nobody gets tired. They go about 10 to 11 deep. There's the inbounds pass to Jonathan Carrillo. On the outside right to Ross. Ross working against Salcedo. Gets a pick from Rutledge. Backs up. Bounce pass towards Rutledge out of bounds as he was cutting along the right baseline. Bounced it too low. Yuma with 3 turnovers. Danny Salcedo to throw it in. In the backcourt to Rudel. Back to Salcedo underneath his own basket. Jump pass to Rudel with a left-handed dribble. Into the front court to Gutierrez. Gutierrez right of the lane. Bounce pass inside to Stone. Puts it up and in. And another foul on Yuma as he scooped it up and scored. Parker Stone to the line. That's Rutledge with his second. He's going to have to find a seat on the bench for Coach Sheffield. And he does in favor of Jake Hariff. Keep in mind, Rutledge is the leading scorer. He's got 2 fouls in the opening 6 minutes of the game. Free throw by Parker Stone. Back rimmed it. Ball is rebounded by Salcedo inside to Kastrup, and Kastrup blocked from behind. He is blocked by Jonathan Carrillo. The other way, here comes Yuma with the basketball. Carrillo maintaining control just beyond midcourt. Gets a screen from Hare. Right of the lane all the way. Puts it up. Missed the layup. Aiden Gutierrez with a rebound for Brush. On the outlet to Rudel. Jump pass to Gutierrez in the front court. Right of the lane. Links, banks, scores. There was contact. No whistle. No whistle. Gutierrez scored. That could have been an and one. Bay Diggers by 6. Right corner. Hare fakes the 3. Dribbles to his left. Cross court to Escobar. And then he's fouled by Gutierrez after getting Gutierrez in the air on the floor. Gutierrez in the air, and Escobar landed on the floor. Brush only with 2 team fouls. Duran and Sheffield are back in. Substitutions galore for Yuma. Bee Diggers up by 6 with 76 seconds remaining in the first. Hariff is the inbounds passer in the front court. In the right corner for Sheffield. Dribbles to his left, kicks it back out. That is Carrillo. Straight away to Ross. Ross to his right, gets a screen. Bounce pass to Carrillo. Into the paint, back out to Hariff. He'll take the 3. It's off to the right. Owen Rudel blocks out nicely, grabbing the rebound. He dribbles into the front court. Did he lose control? No. Poked out of bounds from behind by Sheffield. Bee Diggers retain possession at midcourt with 58.7 seconds remaining. Rudel to throw it in. On the high left to Salcedo. Bounce pass to Rudel. Dribbles to his left. Bodied up by Duran. No whistle. Now to Salcedo. And then he threw it off the bottom of the backboard. Probably trying to lob it into Kastrup. Taken away in the left corner. Sheffield dribbles to his right. 10-footers up and in. Left of the lane for Brock Sheffield. Bay Digger lead is down to 4. 13-9. Rudel's running the baseline and then called for 5 seconds. I don't know why he had to do that. Yeah, Coach Bach is telling his team to get that ball in. Yeah, I mean, Owen's a good inbounds passer and dribbler. I guess he found nobody open at the time. 5-second violation. Sheffield in the corner. Back out near the top to Carrillo. Getting a pick from Hariff. Jump pass on the outside right to Ross. Swings it down low and an offensive foul. Rudel took the contact from Ross before the pass. Great defensive play by the Bee Diggers. Ross with his first. That's also a turnover for Yuma, their 4th. And Parker Stone with 25.6 seconds to go in the first quarter to throw it into Aiden Gutierrez. Back to Stone. Here is Owen Rudel setting up the offense in a high left. Jump pass towards Kastrup. Tipped away. Picked up by Stone. All the way. Reverse layup. Up and in. Parker Stone with a gorgeous move to the left of the basket. Rush up by 6. On the outside right, Sheffield now to Hariff. 5 seconds to go. Carrillo straight away with 3. 12-foot pull-up. Banks misses. Rebound to Gutierrez. He'll put it up from about 70. And it's no good. And that's the end of the opening quarter. It's Brush 15, Yuma 9 on 10-10 KSIR. and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We begin the second quarter. Brush 15, Yuma 9. I'm John Beltran for the Pitt in Yuma in this non-league doubleheader. Brush girls lost tonight to Yuma, 60-47. Yuma basketball with Jonathan Carrillo getting a pick from Duran. Bounce pass down low for Rutledge, who's got 2 fouls in the lane. Leans, kicks it back out to Carrillo against Aiden Gutierrez. Near the top now is Duran, guarded by Rudel. Out there with Gonzalez, Lancaster, Salcedo, and Gutierrez, and banking and scoring to the right of the basket is Duran. He just drove in there like there was no defender and scored. 15-11. Rudel in the backcourt near his own free throw line. Jump pass to Gonzalez. Ball tipped away and a foul. If that's Rutledge, that's his third. I believe that's Rutledge. That's his third. It looked clean. And the Yuma fans don't like it. And here comes Damon Hernandez. And I'm sure Rutledge is done for the first half. Again, Rutledge is their leading scorer this season. That is a huge call. B-Diggers at 3-4 going into the game, and Yuma's at 3-2. On the high right, Rudel, 3, in and out. Gonzalez went for the rebound, but it's secured by Jake Harriff of Yuma. On the outlet to Carrillo on the outside right. Here is Jesus Ross with a left-handed dribble at the top for Duran, guarded by Rudel. Getting a pick from Hernandez, dribbling to his left, dribbling left of the lane, fouled by Salcedo on the floor. Went for the strip from behind. Only the third foul by the B-Diggers in this first half. Nearly 1 minute in. Brush 15, Yuma 11. Harriff to the right of the basket to throw it in. Brush and Yuma both 3A schools this year. Yuma's been in 2A, but they've been elevated. Overhead pass near midcourt is taken by Duran. Between his legs, Duran, a pick from Harriff. Dribbles to his left, backs up. 15-footer is off the right side of the rim. Owen Rudel grabs the one-bounce rebound. Baseball pass off Gonzalez's hands. Intercepted by Harriff in the backcourt. 4 turnover for the B-Diggers. Carrillo calling out the offense. Dribbles to his left off a pick from Harriff. Left of the lane against Rudel. Cross court. Here is Jesus Ross. He leans, he banks, he misses, but a foul. Aiden Gutierrez commits his second. Let's see if Coach Bach makes a move and brings Kastrup or Stone in there. Caden Kastrup had a slow first half offensively against University and then scored 11 points in the second half, finished with 13. Free throw by Ross is good. Yuma scored the first 3 points of the second quarter. It's 15-12. Second free throw by Ross is in the air, and that's around and good. 15-13. Brush, bounce pass, Gutierrez in the backcourt to Lancaster. Now to Gonzalez, front court to Rudel. Down low, Salcedo banks it in to the left of the basket. The underhanded lay-in by Salcedo. Beautiful ball movement by the B-Diggers. They're up 17-13. That is gorgeous basketball. Harriff, left of the lane, bodied up, kicks it back out to Carrillo, swings it right side. Here is Duran spinning in the lane, lost control of the basketball. Salcedo has it. Here is Lancaster, left of the paint, leans, banks right hand, no good, and the ball is loose. And Lancaster went for the basketball, and he actually had it in his hands, but he was out of bounds. Kastrup is back in. I love the basketball both teams are playing tonight. Really good ball. Yuma now actually with 5 turnovers, the B-Diggers with 4. 6 minutes remaining before halftime. Brock Sheffield back in, working on Rudel. At the top now for Escobar. Swings it left side for Hernandez. He dribbles against Gonzalez. Left of the lane. His runner is blocked by Gonzalez. Kastrup has the basketball for Brush on the outlet to Gonzalez at midcourt. Gonzalez is double teamed. Jump pass to Kastrup. Left wing Rudel. Back out to Lancaster. Down low for Kastrup. Left of the lane. Hooks it right corner. Gutierrez 3. Left it very short. Rebound to Jake Harriff. That's his third. There's the outlet to Sheffield. Sheffield dribbles right baseline. Leans. Puts up a floater around it. No good. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Owen Rudel. That's his third rebound. Stolen by Escobar. And then he misses. Rudel with another rebound. Outlet to Gutierrez. Here is Caden Kastrup. Bounce pass just across midcourt to Lancaster. Lancaster left of the lane. Now to Gonzalez. Lost the basketball. Picked up by Harriff. The B-Diggers commit their 6th turnover. 5:05 to go. Second quarter. Brush 17, Yuma 13. Harif straight away, hands it off to Ross. Ross working on a screen. 15-footer is off to the right. Lancaster grabs the board for the Brush Speed Diggers. Lancaster front court bounce pass to Rudel. No look pass to Gonzalez on the right wing. Gutierrez. No look to Castro. Banks misses, but a foul. Oh, Castro not happy with himself. That should have been an and one. What a gorgeous pass by Aiden Gutierrez. Brock Sheffield with his first foul. 30-second timeout by Yuma. I need a longer timeout. I mean, this action is up and down. Up and down, up and down. Well, once again, our next game will be next Tuesday. Right here on 10-10, 6 o'clock. The Brush girls at Frontier Academy. Brush lost tonight 60-47. Dan Kennedy, the former Brush head coach, will be honored on Saturdays now at Weld Central when the Beat Diggers take on the Rebels. We won't have that doubleheader. We're just doing road action from here on out. Road league action. Has to qualify under two precepts, road games and league games. And we have plenty of those. We'll be going to Tinmouth, Wellington, the Brush boys to Estes Park. And I believe that's, 3 weeks from today on February 7th, if I have my dates correct. So we'll be doing plenty of road games throughout the course of the regular season. Caden Kastrup to shoot two. This is the only doubleheader we'll be covering. Everything else will be single games. The senior delivers and misses off the back of the rim. Second free throw upcoming for K-Dog. He bends, he shoots, and scores. Brush 18, Yuma 13. Sheffield the other way for Yuma. Sheffield against Rudel. Crossover dribble back out to Escobar. Escobar to his right, picks up the dribble, bounces it over to Duarte. Now straight away with the basketball is Hernandez over to Sheffield. Sheffield bounces it down low, left of the lane to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to body him up, and then hooking and scoring somehow is Hernandez. He slithered his way underneath one player and basically between two. 18-15. Rudel still at midcourt. Front court pass is taken by Lancaster. He's trapped over there looking. Overhead pass to Rudel. Free throw line, Lancaster has it now. The three, and he misses off the pass from Castro, who grabs a rebound. Then the ball is stripped, and then Hernandez is fouled to make it Escobar in the backcourt. Oh, a tie-up! Wow, that looked like a foul on Brush. That's why the Yuma fans are up in arms. I can't believe that's a tie-up. That looked like a foul. Beat Diggers retain possession and catch a huge break. Rudel to throw it in. Over to Aiden Gutierrez. Gutierrez on that left wing. Dribbles now towards the timeline. Now to Rudel. Guarded by Escobar. Rudel with a left-handed dribble. Jump pass right side to Gutierrez. There's the lob to Castro. Comes down with it, puts it up, and misses. But he was fouled on the floor, so it's not going to be on the shot. I thought Caden could have just put it up on the alley-oop. Instead, he came down with the ball. I'm not sure. Varela commits the foul. That's the team's 8th. Yeah, I think he could have put it up without coming down with the ball. Nonetheless, it's a 1-and-1 for Caden Kastrup. And the free throw is in and out. Rebound, Lancaster banks it in. Lancaster snuck in there and scored. 20-15, Beat Diggers. Sheffield between his legs. Right wing for Duarte, who traveled. Turnover number 6 for Yuma. Matching Brush's total. Both teams making substitutions. Nope, no substitutions for Brush. I thought they were going to make a move there. Down to 3.5 to go before halftime. Gutierrez at midcourt. Brush did lead by 6 after 1. Gutierrez jump pass to Owen Rudel. Back to Gutierrez straight away. Gets a pick from Gonzalez. Right of the lane. Looking down low. Cross court to Rudel. Jump pass. Kastrup inside Gonzalez. Left-handed bank. Missed it. Rebound is Sheffield. Sheffield behind his back. Sheffield long pass. Left corner. That is Duran with the basketball. Now guarded by Lancaster. At the top, here's Harif. Gets a pick from his right from Ross. Here's Harif all the way. Leans. He's cut off by Kastrup. No traveling violation. That's what Coach Bach wanted. Now here is Ross all the way. Shot is blocked by Kastrup and a foul? Are you kidding me? He swatted that counterfeit away. And the foul is on Kastrup, his first. Man, that was clean. 2 free throws now for Jesus Ross. Under 3 minutes to go before halftime. Brush 20, Yuma 15. Low-scoring second quarter for both teams, and the free throw is in. Salcedo's in for Gutierrez, who does have 2 fouls. Free throw number 2 for Jesus Ross. And that is off the back of the rim. Rebound to Kastrup off the bounce after the Beat Diggers blocked out the free throw shooter. Salcedo crosses midcourt in the high right. Jump pass to Rudel, right of the lane, all the way. Lays it up and he missed it. Kastrup rebound. Left-handed hook, missed it. Kastrup goes for the rebound again. It's out of bounds off Kastrup. And it'll be Javier Duran lobbing it into Sheffield. Possession arrow is pointing in Yuma's direction, although don't have many tie-ups in boys basketball. There's the handoff to Duran. Gets a pick from Harif, right of the lane, all the way. Lays it up and missed it. Left it short. Kastrup with his 6th rebound on the outlet to Rudel. Now Lancaster still underneath his own basket. Jump pass front court to Kastrup. Caden Kastrup with a dribble. Picks up the dribble. Overhead pass to Rudel. Right baseline to Gonzalez. Down low through Salcedo, and it's intercepted by Carrillo. 7 turnovers for Brush. Carrillo on the right wing all the way. Lays it up and he missed it. The ball is loose and rebounded by Owen Rudel, his 5th. Rudel crossing midcourt. Hands it off to Kastrup. Left baseline. Kastrup spinning. Back out. His pass is taken away by Duran. Duran all the way. Lays it up and in, and a foul. And a pushing foul there by Danny Salcedo. It's an and 1 for Javier Duran. Salcedo commits his 2nd. And Duran's got 6 points. Beat Digger lead is down to 2, and here's Gutierrez checking in for Rudel. Free throws coming up for Javier Duran. He releases and misses, back rimmed. Ball is tipped around into the hands of Kastrup. 7 rebounds for him. Kastrup looking, feeds it over to Lancaster. Jump pass front court is called by Gutierrez. Then he throws it away at midcourt. Nearly stripped from behind, now intercepted by Lancaster. Down low, Gutierrez banks. Oh, he scores, but he committed an offensive foul. No basket. He threw his left shoulder into Harif. He wanted to get Harif in the air. And they're going to say that Gutierrez threw an elbow. Turnover for Brush as well. Gutierrez commits his 3rd. He didn't want to get the shot blocked. Harif is taller than Gutierrez. Beat Diggers with 9 turnovers. Sheffield with 1:30 to go here. Bounce pass down low for Harif. Double teamed in the lane. Tries to swing it back out. It's caught by Carrillo. Shot blocked by Kastrup as he tried to throw up a wild prayer. Lancaster comes away with the basketball. Here's Kastrup. Left of the lane. Kastrup all the way. Hooks it up. And he's fouled as he missed. Tried to switch hands in midair. Fouled on the floor? No, he was going up for a shot there. Yeah, on the floor. I don't get that call. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely going up for a shot. 1-1. Harif with his 2nd foul. Caden Kastrup's only 1 out of 3 for the line. And checking in again is Duran. He was out briefly, checking in for Carrillo. 75 seconds to go. The Beat Diggers have scored just 5 points in this quarter, but they lead by 2. Free throw is up, and he bricked it back rim. Gonzalez tips it out, but it's taken away by Escobar. Lobs it cross court Sheffield, and he traveled. took that little step. Definitely traveled. B-Diggers need a bucket just to reclaim some offensive momentum. Gutierrez to Lancaster, Gutierrez now to Castro, front court pass to Rudel, 2-on-2. But Rudel's going to have to back it out somewhere inside to Castro, and he banks it in. Nice cut to the right of the basket by K-Dog. He's got 5, the lead is 4. And then the pass looked like it was intercepted momentarily by Lancaster, but it was out of bounds off a brush. Nice defense by the B-Diggers. Varela to throw it in, 22-18, 52 seconds to go, second quarter. Kastrup right on top of him near that right corner. Varela on the outside left is Sheffield. Sheffield bounces to Varela left baseline against Kastrup, left corner for Sheffield, dribbles to his right. Yuma will work the basketball around, 41 seconds to go. Here is Ross in the lane, over to Duran. Duran, right baseline of Varela. Over to Escobar near that right corner. Here is Duran, guarded by Gutierrez, 28 seconds to go. Dribbles to his left between his legs. Kicks it back out just beyond the timeline now to Jesus Ross. Getting a pick from Varela. Dribbles right baseline. Right corner. Duran 3 is off the back of the rim. The ball is tipped around, still tipped around, and it's taken over there by Ross. 12 seconds to go. Just across midcourt. The B-Diggers will have the lead going into the locker room. Sheffield with 6 seconds to go. Dribbles to his right with 4. Near the timeline with 3, with 2. Backs up for a prayer 3, and it's an air ball. Great defense by Owen Rudel. There was nothing there for Sheffield. And we're at the halftime break. Brush 22, Yuma 18 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the third quarter momentarily, where the B-Diggers lead Yuma 22-18. We'll set the lineups to begin the second half. Aiden Gutierrez, Robert Gonzalez, Owen Rudel, Caden Kastrup, and Joshua Lancaster for the B-Diggers. Never know who Yuma's going to go with, but I assume Forrest Rutledge, even with the 3 fouls, averaging 15.5 points a game this season, will start the second half for Yuma. But they have yet to break the huddle. Again, only 9 points for Yuma in each of the first 2 quarters. The B-Diggers had 15 in the first quarter, 7 in the second. B-Diggers, incidentally, in their road maroons and Yuma in their home whites. Looking for a split tonight after the Yuma girls beat Brush 60-47. Javier Duran, Jesus Ross, Forrest Rutledge, Jake Harriff, and Jonathan Carrillo for Yuma. And Duran to throw it in. Here is Jonathan Carrillo, jump pass on the outside right. Here's Harriff. He'll pull up 16-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound, Rutledge goes up and in. You got to watch out for that guy. Forrest Rutledge scores his first points of the game. The B-Digger lead is down to 2, 22-20, 15 seconds into the third. Lancaster in the backcourt over to Gutierrez. Lobs it front court to Castro. Left of the lane. He's going to have to kick it back out. Instead, he turns, misses, gets the rebound, goes back up, and is hacked. Caden Castro is fouled. Looked like Jesus Ross got him across the wrist. Check it. They're going with a back guy in Jake Harriff. That's going to be his third. Caden Kastrup had 11 of his 13 points in the second half against University. The free throws off the back of the rim. And Kastrup has been awful tonight from the free throw line. For some reason, he's a good shooter, but only 1 out of 5. Second free throws coming up for the senior with Brush up by 2. That one is up, and that's perfect. Brush 23, Yuma 20. And then that pass in the front court is intercepted by Owen Rudel. 9 turnover for Yuma. Here is Aiden Gutierrez. Bounce pass in the backcourt to Lancaster. Back to Gutierrez. Looking across the timeline is Lancaster. Does it at top for Kastrup. Dribbles. Watch out for behind. Left wing Lancaster. Down low for Gonzalez. Right corner. Owen Rudel. 3 is no good. And the rebound is controlled by Durant. Yuma wants to run. It's a 3-on-3. Jump pass. Left corner Carrillo. Down low for Rutledge. And an offensive foul. Lancaster went to the floor as Rutledge spun his way And the Yuma fans don't like it. That's 4 fouls on Rutledge. He's going to be back on the bench. Well, last night, Georgia defeated TCU in the national championship 65-7. My buddy Rock Mathis lives in St. Simon's Island. That's in Georgia. It's well away from Athens or Atlanta, where I was born. It's on the east coast of Georgia. And I was a fan of the Bulldogs growing up because I was born, Athens is about an hour east of Atlanta. We'll get back to the action. And you call out the Dogs, which I didn't realize there was a calling of the Dogs as that pass is intercepted by Harif, intended for Kastrup. And I'm about to try to replicate that right now. 10 turnover for Brush. On the outside right with the basketball is Duran, and then that ball is stripped away by Lancaster. 10 turnovers for Yuma. Here's Lancaster, left-handed dribble over to Kastrup, left lane, spinning, and then he's fouled. He is fouled left of the lane. I think that might have been Harif again. And this Yuma crowd is coming unglued instead. They're going to call it on Javier Duran. So when you call out the Dogs, as Owen Rudel will throw it in, 6.5 to go, third quarter. Brush leads Yuma 23-20. The call is as follows as soon as we get a stoppage. Rudel, a 5-second call. That's the second time in the game. Rudel could not get the ball in. Turnover for Brush is their 11th. And substitution, Sheffield and Escobar check in for Yuma. Carrillo is out of the game. One of the two Yuma players, along with Duran, will take a seat on the bench. So the call is basically, go Dogs, go Dogs, go Dogs, sick 'em, woof, woof. I think everybody heard me there. And now that pass is tipped away out of bounds, and that's going to be off of Yuma. Somehow that ball got loose in the corner, and Brush forces the turnover. Sloppy exchange to begin the third quarter. Here's Aiden Gutierrez, jump pass in the front court to Gonzalez. Now on the right wing is Lancaster. Overhead pass, now in the left corner, Rudel fakes a three. Bounce pass, back to Kastrup. On the right wing to Lancaster, inside Gonzalez, and he banks it in. There was no Yuma defender there. Robert Gonzalez now with 6 points. 6 minutes to go in the third. Timeout, Yuma. 30-second timeout, we'll keep it right here. And that's a little bit of a woof, woof. If you're the Beat Diggers, got to get aggressive like Georgia did last night with 6:01 to go in the third. And Brush leads Yuma 25-20. That's ball movement. The Beat Diggers threw that basketball around so nicely that Yuma really could not get back and defend, even though all those players were in the front court. But it's one of those when you're rotating on defense, it made it difficult for Yuma to find Gonzalez, who slipped in from behind. The Beat Diggers with no substitutions early on in the third quarter, up 25-20. Last year when these teams played, Yuma won by 14 in Brush, but that game wasn't close. And Yuma last year was 25-1 and won the 2A championship. This year they're 3-2, but the player of the year, Clay Robinson, graduated, and that's why this Yuma team is not as talented as they were a year ago. Here is Brock Sheffield, left of the lane, jump pass to Escobar, straight away. Harif fakes the three, jump pass in the left corner for Sheffield, steps to his right, throws up a 15-footer off the bottom of the glass, and it's out of bounds off of Yuma's Damon Hernandez, who went for the basketball. And Gutierrez to throw it in, lobs it backcourt. Gonzalez stripped from behind, but he's able to retrieve the basketball, nearly stripped again. Man, these teams are getting frantic with their pace. On the outside left, Lancaster inside Kastrup, and that's going to be an offensive foul. He caught the ball and then slammed right into Brock Sheffield. Caden Kastrup with his second foul. And to throw it in is Escobar. Escobar into Sheffield with 5.5 to go in the third, and it's 25-20. A slow scoring third quarter so far. Harif straight away into the lane, pulls up from 8, good. Jake Harif scores. He now has 5. The Beat Digger lead is down to 3, 25-22. Lancaster with a basketball, jump pass to Gonzalez, crossing midcourt. Gonzalez with the fans chanting on Yuma. On the high left to Gonzalez, jump pass to Kastrup, left baseline, leans, puts it up, left it short. Harif grabs the rebound, that's his fourth. Then he throws it away, intercepted by Gonzalez. Left corner, Lancaster 3, and he dropped it short. Rebound to Kastrup, his 8th. Kastrup back out to Rudel straight away with 4:50 to go. Inside to Kastrup, and he scores off the glass from Owen Rudel. Kastrup now with 8 points, 27-22. In the left corner is Damon Hernandez, guarded by Lancaster. Dribbles to his right, looking for a pick. Maintains the dribble. Bounce pass left baseline for Harif. Kicks it back out to Escobar near midcourt, but he was on the baseline. Out of bounds, an unforced turnover. Yuma's got 5 in the quarter and 13 turnovers in the game. Will this pace ever slow down? I mean, this is not NBA. They are quickly getting the ball into the front court. Here is Gonzalez banking and scoring off the bounce pass from Gutierrez. It was that quick. That was about a 5-second possession. Rush up by 7, 29-22. On the high right with the basketball is Hernandez. Back out to Harif. On the outside left, Escobar works off a screen. Now dribbles on the right side to Sheffield. Straight away, Harif 3 is good. Jake Harif, a long triple for Harif. He now has 8 points in the game. The lead is down to 4. 29-25 Brush. 3:57 to go in the third. On the high left is Rudel. Swings it cross court to Gutierrez. Look for the 3, can't take it. Dribbles, feeds Gonzalez. 14-footer, book it. Robert Gonzalez just inside the free throw line. 6 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. B-Diggers back up by 6, 31-25. Hernandez between his legs. Bounce pass in the corner for Escobar. Here's Harif again. He's picked up by Castro, feeds it over to Escobar. Escobar working on Lancaster, hands it off to Jesus Ross. Ross off a pick from Harif, dribbles into the paint. In the left corner, bounce pass for Sheffield. Now to Harif, 16-footer is around and good. Jake Harif with a shooter's touch scores for Yuma. 7 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. Rush 31, Yuma 27. 3:13 to go in the third. Gutierrez straight away for Rudel. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Now to Lancaster to Rudel. Rudel to Lancaster, left wing, bounce pass to Gonzalez. Overhead Gutierrez, long 3, no good. Jake Harif grabs the rebound. Gutierrez cannot find his shot. Escobar the other way, reverse layup up and in. Angel Escobar has made it a 2-point game. Timeout. Brush B-Diggers, 30-second timeout with 2:50 to go. And Yuma's now on a mini 4-0 run. The runs are not big in this game because it's only 31-29 with less than 3 minutes to go in the third. But this atmosphere in Yuma, there's a reason they call it the Pit. I mean, this place is really electric. This, of all the gyms, and this is a hardcore, old-school gym, is one of the most energetic experiences in all of the state of Colorado. There's no question about it. We've been coming here for 20-some-odd years. The B-Diggers have been here for about 60 years. Let's reset the lineups for Yuma. Harif, Escobar, Sheffield, along with Christian Duarte just into the game, and Jesus Ross. The B-Diggers with Parker Stone, Joshua Lancaster, Aiden Gutierrez, Robert Gonzalez, and Caden Kastrup. Yuma was going the other way. They were playing defense on the wrong end. Gutierrez gets it into Lancaster. Now to Gutierrez in front of the Brush bench. Ball is tipped in the backcourt by Escobar, picked up by Lancaster. Jump pass Gonzalez inside Kastrup. He banks, scores, and a foul from behind. That was not a smart foul because Kastrup had an easy layup, and he was fouled by Duarte. That's his first. But let's see, can Kastrup hit the free throw? He's been really off from the line tonight, only 2 out of 6. Brush back up by 4, 33-29. That's another woof, woof. Free throw by Kastrup is up, and that one is perfect. That one barely got the net. It was so pretty. 6 points in the quarter, 11 in the game. Brush 34, Yuma 29. 2.5 to go. Third quarter on the high left. Harif dribbles left of the lane all the way, and he's fouled as he drove to the hoop. Robert Gonzalez got him with the body his first. The B-Diggers have 14 fouls, and Yuma with 2. High school basketball, of course, once you get to 7, just like college, you're in the bonus. 10 is the double bonus. Harris lobs it over to Duarte on the outside left of Sheffield. Picked up by Stone. Back out near the timeline. Now on the top of the three-point circle. Escobar dribbles left of the lane. Jump pass Duarte. That should be an offensive foul. It is. Aiden Gutierrez went flying underneath the basket when Escobar ran him over off that pass. That's also a turnover for Yuma. 6 turnovers in the quarter, 14 of the game. And Gonzalez is out along with Lancaster. Rudel is back in. And so is Danny Salcedo. Yuma makes 2 substitutions. They've got Duran and Hernandez in for Sheffield and Ross. Woo! Slow it down, boys. I mean, maybe for me, if anything. Here's Caden Castro with the basketball over to Stone. Stone dribbles by 2. Jump pass nearly tipped away. Rudol's got it in the right corner for Gutierrez. Now the Beat Diggers are slowing it down a bit as we're at 2:03 to go. Jump pass to Castro in the lane. It looked like he traveled. No whistle. And there it is. Yeah, that was definitely a travel. He dragged that left foot. Rush with their 13th turnover of the game, 4 in the quarter. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. The Beat Diggers lead by 5. Escobar between his legs on the high left. Bounce pass, left baseline for Harif. Bodied up by Salcedo. He turns, he shoots, and he scores. Jake Harif has been on fire in the quarter. 9 points in the quarter, 12 in the game. Brush 34, Yuma 31. Minute 41 to go, third quarter. Castro the other way, tries to force it up, and it's stripped away. Here comes Christian Duarte for Yuma. Duarte inside for Harif, scoops it up and in. Yuma to within 1. Beat Diggers might need a timeout. He has outscored Brush by himself in the quarter. Harif's got 11 points in this quarter, still with a minute 19 to go. Brush 34, Yuma 33. Stone left wing, Rudel triple off to the right. Yuma can take the lead now. Harif grabs the rebound as 6. There's the outlet to Duran. Duran against Owen Rudel. Retreats behind the three-point line. Straight away to Harif. Hands it off to Duran. Left in the lane. Into the paint. Jump step is taken over there by Duarte off the pass. He leans. He puts it up and in. Wow. You need a timeout if you're Brush. This is a big run now for Yuma. 35-34. And Salcedo traveled. The Beat Diggers are doing nothing to stop the momentum. Yuma has put together a very electric 2 minutes here, and they've overtaken Brush up 35-34 with 48 seconds to go in the third. Beat Diggers need to stop defensively. Here is Duran against Rudel. Cross-court pass to Escobar. Escobar working on Rudel, dribbles by him. Jump pass in the corner is taken over there by Ross. With the basketball now is Hernandez. Over to Duran. Duran swings it over to Duarte in that left corner. Hernandez, 25 seconds to go. Back out to Escobar. Escobar spins to the free throw line. Over to Duarte, looking up at the clock. 15 seconds to go. They're going for the final shot. That's pretty obvious now. Duran with 10. Duran with 8. Just beyond the timeline. Now with 6. A screen from Harif with 4. Between his legs in the lane. Leans. Banks. Misses. A foul. Oh, man. 3 seconds to go. Now, they're going to rule off the shot, which means the foul is on the floor. I'm going to say it was just before that shot was attempted. Foul was committed by Lancaster. 3 seconds to go in this third quarter. The inbounds passer is Jake Harif. Left to the basket. Gonzalez right on top of him. Swings it left corner. Escobar wide open 3. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. But Yuma ends it on a big run. With the score, Yuma 35, Brush 34 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back from the pit in Yuma. We head to the fourth quarter. It's 35-34 in favor of Yuma. They'll have the basketball. The Beat Diggers have Aiden Gutierrez, Robert Gonzalez, Joshua Lancaster, Caden Castrop, and Owen Rudel. It is Brush ball. Here is Aiden Gutierrez. Right of the lane, lost control of the basketball, and then tipped it out of bounds. Turnover by the Beat Diggers is their 14th. It is Rutledge, Duran, Harif, Jonathan Carrillo, and Jesus Ross for Yuma. Beat Diggers led virtually the entire game until Yuma grabbed the lead with about a minute to go in the third. Here is Forrest Rutledge behind a three-point line between his legs, working off a pick against Castrop, dribbling at the free throw line, into the lane, kicks it back out to Harif, fakes the 3, jump pass, left corner, Carrillo. Bach wanted to travel. Coach Bach, I think, was justified in that, but no whistle. They reset the offense with Duran. Long triple, and he throws it off to the right. He really threw that, didn't shoot it that well. Caden Kastrup with his 9th rebound. Beat Diggers looking for the lead. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the game. On the high left is Lancaster. Back out to Rudel. Now to Lancaster behind the three-point line left side. On the right wing to Gutierrez. Aiden Gutierrez has 4 points in the night. Inside Kastrup banks and scores off the feet from Gonzalez. Caden Kastrup, who had 6 points in the quarter, 1 quarter ago, now has 13 in the game. The Beat Diggers lead 36-35. We have 6:48 to go from Yuma. Working off a pick is Jesus Ross. Swings it left side for Rutledge. Rutledge working on a screen here from Harif. Leans in the lane. Kicks it left corner for Ross. Ross back out to Rutledge. Won't take that three. Kastrup is right there. And he swings it back out near the timeline to Javier Duran. Duran dribbling towards the right baseline. Straight away to Harif. Lobs it left corner. Rutledge penetrates. And he's fouled by Kastrup on the drive to the basket. Kastrup with his 3rd. Man, what a game. And to throw it in is Harif. Over to Escobar on the outside left. Jump pass inside, intended for Rutledge, intercepted by Rudel. Here come the Beat Diggers the other way. Yuma has now committed 16 turnovers unofficially. Rudel on the high right against Escobar. Swings it to Gutierrez. Left wing to Lancaster. Down low for Kastrup, and he traveled. He was bodied up. And they call the travel under 6 minutes to go. This game is going to go down to the wire. The Beat Diggers lead 36-35 in Yuma. Escobar the other way on the outside right. Here is Ross dribbling at the free throw line. Swings it left wing to Duran. Now in the corner with a basketball check. That was Hernandez. Over to Rutledge. Rutledge working on Owen Rudel. Over to Escobar. Escobar hands it off to Harif. Harif into the paint, forcing his way, putting it up and in. Man, this guy is too good. What a half he's had. 13 points in a half, 16 in the game, 5.5 to go. Yuma 37, Brush 36. The Beat Diggers the other way. Here is Lancaster, jump pass to Rudel. Free throw line, Gonzalez, right wing, Lancaster, 3 is off the back of the rim. The ball is loose, tipped away. It's taken by Lancaster, and he banks and he misses. It's tipped up again, and Harif has got it. Oh, the Beat Diggers nearly came away with the basket. Now they'll set up the offense for Yuma. And the inside pass, and there's a foul, I think, on Gutierrez, and a pass intended for Jesus Ross. Yep. No, they're going to say Lancaster instead. Check that. That's going to be his 3rd. With 5:05 to go in the game. And to throw it in is Rutledge. Offensive end, looking for a cutter, can't find it. Lobs it back out to Duran with under 5 minutes to go. Hernandez between his legs against Gonzalez. Dribbles to his right behind the three-point line. Now tries to penetrate, cut off. Feeds it back out to Duran. Duran between his legs on the outside right to Rutledge on Gonzalez. Working his way towards the basket. He banks and he misses from 5 feet away. Rebound is tipped into the hands of an Indian, and putting it up and in is Duran. He got the loose change and scored. Yuma's up by 3, 39-36. 4.5 to go from Yuma. Beat Diggers need a bucket. They've gone stone cold in the last 3 minutes, dating back to the 3rd quarter. Lancaster in the left corner, bounce pass to Kastrup. Now Lancaster, left baseline to Gonzalez, and he's fouled. That'll be the 16th foul on Yuma. Inbounding for Brush will be Gutierrez. And the Yuma fouls on Jesus Ross's 2nd. Gutierrez to throw it in. Duarte is now in for Ross. In the left corner, the pass to Lancaster. Picks up the dribble. Free throw line to Kastrup. Into the lane. Dribbled the ball right off his foot. Taken away by Rutledge. Left base on Escobar. Left corner, 3 is up and in and out. It's missed by Hernandez. Put up and missed by Rutledge. But he's fouled. The Beat Diggers did not block out. And they're digging themselves a hole. And the foul getting Rutledge to the line is from Gutierrez. This time his 3rd. I mean, you have held their leading score to 2 points, but you're down by 3, and this guy can shoot. Yuma has not attempted a free throw since the second quarter, and this one by Rutledge is in. Yuma now with a 2-possession lead. We still have 4:06 to go in the game. More substitutions for Yuma. Second free throw upcoming for a 5-point advantage. Forrest Rutledge shoots and scores. 41-36. Again, Brush needs a basket now. Now you can't fall behind by 7 or 8. Got to score here. Front court to Rudel. Rudel on the right wing. Timeout, Brush. But it's another 30-second timeout. Coach Bach wants to save the 1-minute timeouts for later in the game. And later in the game is not too far away. 41-36. With 3:58 to go, we're at 8:30 Mountain Time here in Northeast Colorado on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The B-Diggers are looking to get back into the game and prevent their 5th loss of the season, while Yuma's trying to improve to 4-2. And that timeout is brought to you by Miller's Landscaping. You put so much time and effort into your show animals, offering a wide selection of livestock feed and supplies. Miller's Landscaping in Fort Morgan. Lancaster, Kastrup, Gonzalez, Rudel, and Gutierrez for Brush. Gutierrez to throw it in 3/4 court. Now Sheffield, Hariff, Escobar, Rutledge, and Jesus Ross for Yuma. Rudel dribbling right baseline. There was a push. That's going to be a free throw. And maybe a second, a 1-and-1. A push away from the ball on Sheffield. Well, Aiden Gutierrez has to deliver now. You've scored only 14 points in the entire half. But you're only down by 5. Gutierrez to the line, and he missed it on the 1-and-1. Rebound to Hariff. Hariff with his 8th board. He's been the man for Yuma in the second half. Sheffield right of the lane all the way, lays it up and in. He was uncontested. He found a seam in the defense and scored. And the lead is now 7, 43-36. 3:37 to go in the game. Rudel straight away to Lancaster. On the outside left to Rudel, setting up the offense. Lob to Kastrup, jump pass to Lancaster. Boy, he should have taken that 3. Now Gutierrez left wing 3. And that's off the top of the rim, top of the backboard, out of bounds, Yuma basketball. Aiden Gutierrez is a really good shooter, but has not had his stroke tonight. And time is running down on Brush. Down by 7 with 3:18 to go in the game. On the left wing, Rutledge against Caden Kastrup. Gets a pick from Hariff. Dribbles into the paint, picks up the dribble, left wing for Hariff. Hariff now into the lane, pulls up from 10, and he scores. He goes off the glass for Jake Hariff. This kid is unstoppable. 15 of his 18 points are in this half. 45-36, Yuma, 2:52 to go in the game. Kastrup in the lane, back out to Gutierrez. Left corner, Lancaster, triple, yes! Joshua Lancaster scores. There's a timeout for the B-Diggers. They cut the lead to 6. It is 45-39. We'll take a 30-second break and come back from the pit in Yuma. Yuma 45, Brush 39 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The B-Diggers have been in an offensive slump during this half, but just connected on a 3 from Joshua Lancaster in the corner. But with 2:46 to go in the game, Yuma leads Brush 45-39. B-Diggers with no substitutions here. Same lineup as they had before the timeout. Same story for Yuma. Brush was 16 fouls. Yuma was 7, so both teams are essentially in the bonus. And Forrest Rutledge will throw it in for Yuma. Again, no shot clock in high school basketball, so they're not going to eat up 20 seconds. or 30. They're going to eat up a lot more, and right now they're spreading the floor. Here is Rutledge against Caden Kastrup. They won't shoot unless it's a layup. Swinging it back out to Ross. Ross against Gutierrez. B-Diggers playing some tight defense right now. Picks up the dribble. Going to hand it off to Sheffield. Sheffield with a left-handed dribble over to Rutledge just beyond midcourt. Towards the head of the three-point circle. Rutledge now with 2:12 to go in the game to Sheffield. Sheffield against Gutierrez. At some point, the B-Diggers will have to foul because Yuma's not going to shoot, and Kastrup commits the foul near midcourt. That's his fourth. You got to have somebody else foul, not him. He's your leading scorer. 7th-team foul, 1-1 for Forrest Rutledge. Now we're down to 2:05 to go, so they chewed up about 40 seconds on that possession. Free throw by Rutledge is good. 46-39, Yuma. Free throw number 2 for the senior. And that one is around and no good, and it's out of bounds off of Javier Duran, who went for the rebound. He got around a B-Digger, nearly came down with it. Now with the basketball in the front court is Rudel. Down low, Gonzalez. He goes up and he misses, left it short, goes for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Forrest Rutledge. B-Diggers retain possession. Still plenty of time. You're down 7, 1:54 to go. You can extend the game by fouling. Gutierrez to throw it in the right corner. Rudel, long three, no good. Strong side rebound. Lancaster puts it up and in. Good job by Lancaster. It's down to a 5-point lead, 46-41. Rutledge at midcourt. Jump pass tipped away, intercepted Gutierrez. That's a turnover for Yuma. Here is Kastrup, right of the lane. Right corner, Rudel. Jump pass, Kastrup. Kastrup going up, banking and scoring. B-Diggers to within 3. 46-43, 1:27 to go in the game. Sheffield jump pass near midcourt, and Ross is fouled by Lancaster. Lancaster with his 4th, 8th team foul. 1-1 situation, 1:23 remaining. The B-Diggers have scored the last 4 points of the game. So still anybody's game. Ross has 3 points, all in the second quarter. Free throw, good. 2-possession lead for Yuma. 47-43. Ross again. Spins. Dribbles 3 times. Spins, bends, shoots, and connects. 48-43. Rudel for Brush. Chest pass, right wing to Gutierrez. Gutierrez overhead pass to Gonzalez in a lane. Dribbles, leans, bangs, scores, and a foul! Holy Mahungus, Brush to draw to within 2. Gonzalez with a big shot. Far from over is this game. Lancaster's out, Saucedo in, and the foul was committed by Harif, his 4th. Gonzalez has got to nail the free throw now. He's 2 out of 3 from the line. Free throw is up and in. Lane violation. It happened again. That's the second time Gonzalez has been called for a lane violation. That's a huge call. You're still within 1 possession, but here is Sheffield in the backcourt, but that's a killer. Still in the backcourt to Ross, guarded by Rudel, and Yuma calls a timeout. 1:07 to go in the game. Yuma 48, Brush 45. Oh, gosh. Lane violations on free throws, those are self-inflicted wounds. Really nothing you can do there. I mean, you can't coach that. You just got to, well, there's really something you could do there is not do it. So it'll be Yuma basketball, 67 seconds to go. Brush was up by 4 at the break, down by 1 after 3. Down by as many as 7 in this fourth quarter. And now it's only 48-45, but you know that Brush has got a foul or come up with a steal. And maybe have a possession for a game-tying shot. Saucedo, Gonzalez, Kastrup with 4 fouls, Gutierrez and Rudel for Brush. Duran, Sheffield, Ross, Rutledge, Harif for Yuma. Harif, the trigger man in the backcourt. Gonzalez right on top of him. Pass in the backcourt to Jesus Ross. Crossing over, still trapped over there. It's got to get rid of it. Might need another timeout underneath his own basket to Rutledge. Oh, there's a foul on Saucedo. That was unnecessary. They were still underneath their own basket. Oh, that sounds like a bailout call. Wow. Rutledge to shoot the 1-and-1. 9 fouls against Brush. 57.9 seconds to go. Yuma 48, Brush 45. Missed the free throw. The B-Diggers can tie it with a 3, and that one is good. 49-45, Yuma. Two tough exchanges there. The made free throw eliminated because of the lane violation, and that foul. Second free throw is short. Rebound to Lancaster. Lancaster jump pass to Gutierrez. Oh, he could have taken the 3. Now he's gun shy. Cross court pass to Lancaster. Bounce pass inside, tipped away. Taken by Lancaster. Now to Rudel. Gutierrez fakes it, and then his pass is intercepted, and a layup is up and in. No, missed! But the rebound as Duran missed it. He's got it back, and then I think he traveled. He did. Oh, Duran blew an easy layup. How did he miss that? Nobody within 10 feet of him. Off the steal. And then Yuma with a turnover. B-Diggers still have a shot here. 36.4 to go. But you got to take a 3. Gutierrez at a wide open, didn't take it. On the right wing, Rudel fakes a 3, steps in, jump pass. Lancaster, he'll take the 3, in and out. Rebound to Sheffield. Sheffield with 24 seconds to go. That might do it here for Brush. On the outside left to Rutledge. Now you have to foul. Wayne Bach calling for a foul. And there it is, but only 18.9 seconds to go, down by 4. And it's a double bonus. 4 doesn't sound like a lot, but the B-Diggers have not been shooting the ball well. And they've got to get the ball up and down the floor twice. There's no inbound from half court unless you throw it there and then call a timeout. Rutledge with 2 free throws. The first one is good. Yuma 50, Brush 45. Lancaster had a really good look at a 3 and barely missed it. Free throw number 2 for Forrest Rutledge is in. Won't need a 3 right now. Gutierrez front court to Rudel, 15 seconds to go. Gutierrez long 3, and it hit nothing but glass. Lancaster tried to pick it up, taken away by Harif. Here is Sheffield down to 5 seconds. Rudel commits the foul, but you don't need to. The game's already over. No reason for that foul. But you're not looking up at the clock as a defender, and Rudel did the right thing. 2 free throws for Sheffield, and Yuma's going to rally and win tonight. Free throw is in for Brody Sheffield. And the second one is up, and that one is around and no good. Rebound to Gonzalez. Here is Gutierrez, right corner 3, and that's no good. Yuma with a big fourth quarter has defeated Brush. 52-45, a 1-minute break on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The B-Digger postgame show is brought to you by Advanced Agro Solutions. Make sure the nutrients you have purchased for your field are getting to your crops. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water Advanced Agri Solutions, 970-571-2024. Oh, the Bee Diggers were looking so good for so long, but Yuma rallies to win the game, 52-45, sweeping the doubleheader tonight after the Yuma girls won 60-47. Bee Diggers got 15 points in the game from Caden Kastrup, 12 from Robert Gonzalez. Joshua Lancaster was 7, 4 apiece from Aiden Gutierrez and Parker Stone. Owen Rudel with 3 and Danny Saucedo with 2. Yuma got a huge performance, 15 of 18 in the second half from Jake Hariff. 8 points from Forrest Rutledge and Javier Duran. Jesus Ross with 5. Same story for Brody Sheffield. 4 for Damon Hernandez, 2 for Angel Escobar. Bee Diggers out-rebounded Yuma 27-19. Hariff had 8 for Yuma and Caden Kastrup 9 for Brush. The Bee Diggers committed 17 turnovers, Yuma with 18. Yuma 12 out of 17 from the line. The Bee Diggers only 5 out of 12. It was 15-9 Brush after 1, 22-18 at the break. Yuma, though, outscored Brush 17-12 in the third and 17-11 in the fourth, 34-23 in the second half. Yuma moves to 4-2, and the Bee Diggers fall to 3-5 in the season. Both teams in action on Saturday, coming up at home against Weld Central. Our next game on 10-10 will be the Brush Girls on Tuesday in Greeley against Frontier Academy, starting at 6 o'clock. I'm John Beltran from the Pit in Yuma. The final scores tonight: the Yuma girls defeat Brush 60-47, and the Yuma boys get by Brush 52-45. You heard it all right here on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.